hungry citizens of YouTube, welcome back to the struggle bus with the country bat. And if you're here in my struggle bus, you know what that means. It's time to eat. It's been a long week, a very long week, and it's time to fuel, nourish ourselves, and recharge. And what more Filipino way to do that than to make some chicken adobo sa calamansi with adobong sitaw, and since I'm also a Midwesterner in addition to a Filipino, taters. That was probably a lot of words that if you're not Filipino or have Filipinos in your family, maybe you don't know what they mean. I'll explain to you what this food is throughout this video and show you how to make it. In the meantime, let's go get some ingredients.
Oh yeah, her baby daddy left something in the struggle bus.
My baby daddy left something in my struggle bus also, and she's gonna follow me around on this trip. Yeah, before we get started, we have to get some snacks, and we are currently trying to find the perfect container of snacks that do not contain mold.
Perfect entails snacks that do not contain mold entirely.
Yep. So far, no luck, and we're gone through 5 of them.
Yes!
Alright, 6th is the charm. Cilantro. Cilantro. If you're Filipino, you're probably like, that's not calamansi. I know, we're gonna talk about it. Just let it go for now. I don't know if I want red or yellow. Or yeah. Fuck yeah.
She loves to organize the cart LMAO.
Well, that was fun, not least because the thing that my baby daddy left in my truck did all of the packing and all of the bagging. Yeah, that was really cool. I'm not gonna cook this tonight though, because like I said, long ass week, long ass day. I'm just gonna eat pasta out of the pot like a fucking goblin, and tomorrow we'll make chicken adobo. Yippee! Yippee! Good morning and welcome to the next day. Before we get the rest of the day started, I want to, before anything else, put the chicken adobo in the crock pot because this shit's gonna take a while and I want to make sure that it is done as soon as possible. That's really the thing about the slow cooker, is that on the one hand, that's how you get the juiciest taste and the most tender taste from definitely your meat, but also from other types of vegetables as well, your potatoes and your carrots, other root vegetables and so forth. But it takes so fucking long, and the whole time it's making the house smell like the food that you're making, and you're just sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. I have not used bone-in chicken in my crock pot. I have been told that it increases the cook time by about 2 hours. Gonna check with my little thermometer, of course. We'll see. But in the meantime, I'll show you what I'm working with. This is what we are dealing with today, ingredients-wise. You're gonna need whatever type of vegetable oil you use to initially cook the chicken before putting it in the slow cooker. You will need vinegar and soy sauce. You will need peppercorns and bay leaves. We're gonna talk about you. For now, you're just innocent key limes, and you'll need garlic. And initially you might be thinking like, wow, that was deceptively easy. There's only like 6-7 ingredients in there. I have some shit to say about all of them. So we need to deal with that. Okay, one by one, these ingredients have all been carefully chosen, and here's why. First of all, you're gonna wanna sear your chicken. I know with a lot of slow cooker recipes, you can get away with just throwing your shit in the pot and leaving it to cook for the rest of the day. Not chicken adobo. You have to sear the skin of your chicken because that is how you get that rich, fondy flavor from your chicken. You need to sear that skin. And the irony here is that you want to use just a simple canola, soybean, whatever oil. Nothing fancy. Butter, ghee, lard. I don't know. Maybe lard. You might want to do lard. But the simpler you keep it, the better, because then it won't overpower the taste of the rest of the ingredients. Do you kind of know what I mean? So, searing chicken, just keep that simple. Welcome to soy sauce and vinegar. These are the two powerhouses of Filipino cuisine. Like, being a neurodivergent little Filipino-American child, one of my big safe foods was just rice with soy sauce and vinegar. That was it. Like, the days that I could not handle anything else taste or texture-wise, rice, soy sauce, vinegar. And it is very important to use Filipino brand soy sauce and vinegar. Not just because you want to support local businesses and businesses of the Philippines and so forth, but also because the way that these products are brewed and produced will taste more authentic to Filipino cuisine. I'm one of those assholes who will only use specific soy sauces that are made for specific cuisines. Like, I'll only use a Chinese soy sauce for Chinese food. I'll only use a Japanese soy sauce for Japanese food. I get that there is, especially with like a Filipino product like this, I get that there is an accessibility issue. My advice for accessing Filipino soy sauce goes like this. Number one, try to get it from a local Asian mart. I am so privileged that the little nothing-ass city in the Midwest that I live in still has an Asian grocery. I am thrilled. I can get Asian condiments. It's amazing. Including my Datu Puti. We are a strictly Datu Puti brand in my household. Some people like Silver Swan. That's cool too. I'm all about that. I personally do the Datu Puti. You want to go to your local Asian mart first, your local Asian grocery, because you're going to be helping out a family, in addition to buying an import from the country that the cuisine you're trying to emulate. And if your community does not have an Asian grocery, I completely get it. Mine did not for many years either. You can either get them directly from an online Filipino vendor. There are a number of different websites that sell that. Or, yes, you can go the Amazon route, which I myself had to do for many years too. I get it. Let's say that you just cannot, for whatever reason, access Datu Puti or Silver Swan. Here's what I recommend as far as stuff that you can reliably buy at like a Walmart, a Kroger, or whatever. Lechoy. Go with lechoy. The reason that you want to go with lechoy is because it is similar ingredients-wise to like a Datu Puti or a Silver Swan. Oh, is my shit leaking? Oh, that's great. Ingredients-wise, this is similar to datu puti because it is made with soy protein. This is another thing that I want to get into. Neither the lechoy, nor the datu puti, nor the silver swan, none of those have wheat in them. None of them have wheat in them. That not only gives it a more distinct flavor from something like a kikomen, but it also makes them implicitly gluten-free. However, I also understand that some people will need to eat a soy sauce that has been certified gluten-free. If something says on the packaging that it is gluten-free here in the US, it means that it has gone through the regulation and testing to determine that it's down to something like 5 parts per million, and it is safe for somebody with celiac disease to consume. If that is your dietary requirement, Sanjay Tamari. Sanjay Tamari, Sanjay brand specifically. You know, I have low sodium. If you need low sodium, cool. If you don't need low sodium, get sodium. It'll just taste more authentic that way. Under no circumstances, get kikomen. Kikomen is not appropriate for chicken adobo. I am so particular about that. If you use kikomen in chicken adobo, it does not taste right. It tastes off. It tastes... Why do I have an alarm going off? If you use kikomen in chicken adobo, it will have this, like, weird, inappropriate umami taste that is not at all authentic to Filipino cuisine. It will just taste wrong. It won't be what you are looking for. And then you'll either eat it for the first time you've had adobo and be like, oh, this is what it tastes like, and it fucking doesn't. Or it won't be the first time you've had adobo and you'll be like, that tastes weird. It tastes weird because you used kikomen. Kikomen is not built for adobo. Don't use kikomen. Go with the options that I presented to you. Vinegar, you can be a little bit less strict. Again, I recommend a Filipino brand, Datu Puti household all the way, but if that's not accessible to you, seasoned rice vinegar, accessible at the Walmart, the Kroger, whatever. The point is that you want a bit of a sweeter vinegar. The difference, as I understand it, with this type of vinegar is that it is made from cane sugar, and so it's kind of like a sweeter type vinegar. You want a sweeter type vinegar when making adobo. There's a certain, I know people are always, oh, it's the tanginess, sure, but there is a certain sweetness to adobo. You want that sweetness. So, if you can't get access to Filipino cane vinegar or rice vinegar, apple cider vinegar, just don't use a regular distilled white vinegar. I don't know, it'll make your food taste weird. Next up, gotta have those two. Really doesn't matter what brand you use, as long as you've got bay leaves and peppercorn, you'll be good to go. These are just two important things as well. Up next, garlic. You all know by now how I feel about garlic and how it's just more accessible for me because of my tremor and because of just touching food and things like that. I use garlic for accessibility reasons. If you can use bulb garlic, fresh garlic is non-negotiable. If it's an accessibility thing for you, get it pre-peeled from a bag. You've got to use the whole cloves of garlic, and when I'm preparing this, you'll understand why. This is just how I do it. Some people actually chop it up fine, but the way that I prepare it is I just smash the heads, throw it in there. So that way, the juices from the clove will permeate through the dish. And the reason that I do that is because if you didn't know this about garlic, the finer you chop it up, the less it is sweet and the more it becomes like bitier and more bittery. And like I said, adobo is kind of a sweet dish. That's not what you want. So I want to keep my garlic sweet. So, and then some people are like, you know, oh, I'm just going to use a couple of cloves here. I'm going to use this whole head. I don't give a fuck. Yes, I am using key limes. First of all, I don't have to use limes. You don't always need to use something like a calamansi or a lime in adobo. It's not required. I just like it that way. Calamansi is so specific to the Philippines that if you have access to whatever citrus fruit in the world that you want, pick calamansi. It's gonna make it taste the best. But it's hard to get. Most places in the US it's hard to get. Unless you live somewhere, you know, on the West Coast or a big city that's got like a Filipino town, it's hard to get calamansi. I get it. That is why there are substitutions out there. I have not used key lime yet. I'm gonna give it a try. I think it's gonna work out because key limes are a little bit lighter, a little bit sweeter. Could you use a big regular lime? Yes, it's gonna be a little bitterier, but I'm sure it would work fine. I've also heard of people using orange. Maybe, you know, you get away with that. I want to try with the key lime and see how that works. But again, you don't need to use calamansi if you don't want to, you know. It's not required. Anyway, now that I have taught you all about ingredients, let's get started. That you want to build your adobo sauce. Get you a cup. You want a 1-to-1 ratio of soy sauce and vinegar or whatever you're using for your acidity. That's the way that I do it anyway. So since I'm going to be using the calamansi, the key lime, plus vinegar for my acidity, I will be cutting up just enough key lime to where I look at it and it makes me happy. And then once it gets there, I'm going to add vinegar up to the half-cup mark. Then I'm going to fill the rest of the way up to the 1-cup mark with the soy sauce. Good. I did 4 key limes. Just need a little bit to get some tang, a little bit to keep it interesting. I don't want it to overpower though. So now it's time for the vinegar. In goes our soy sauce. Garlic cloves in. That way they have some time to kind of mingle and infuse with the soy sauce and vinegar while I continue on with the main ingredients, the chicken, the potatoes, and then eventually the green beans. Alright, oil in. I'm a demon just for speaking. I'm a demon just for living. Yeah. When my mom's from DE and my posture and my seat. You want to get your pan hot as fuck before you put the chicken in. It's nice and hot so you get that sear. This is the part that I am bad at because I'm not good with telling temperature really. So, ooh, it's getting smoky though. Okay, I think we're ready for some things. Chicken in. skin side down. Oh.
I say my dying piece before I lay my final piece. I'ma connect in different ways.
3 minutes. Let's check on that skin. Actually, that's good. That's good. So as you can see, we didn't even make it the whole 5 minutes. All it took was 3 and we got a nice color on the skin. That's all you want is nice color on your skin. Chicken in the crock pot now.
Nothing. You've got nothing.
The man said, show me out back.
You want to put your chicken skin side up this time. Get that nice crispy skin up. That way, the heat from the crock pot will slowly cook the meat part while the skin part is just chilling.
But just a moment, drink today, the final dosage. 5 doors up in endless ocean, but the car frozen, and the gates wide open. Head on the cold wind, bare body.
This is the kind of potatoes that I got. Do I have a good reason for it? Not really. I mean, the yellow ones tend to be kind of buttery, the red ones tend to be kind of soft, and the blue ones are cute. I don't know. It's not super authentic to be putting potatoes in adobo anyway, but like some families do it. I love a potato. So, in they go. Man, if my stepdad sees this, he's gonna make so much fun of me. Like, I'm literally preparing chicken adobo in a house dress. I am my mom right now. Like, I am literally my mom. At some point in your life, you, like, grow up to be your parents. I mean, I'm not upset. I get to wear a muumuu and eat chicken adobo. Why would I be upset about that? I'm comfy and I get adobo. But it's just like, it's literally so funny. Just the spitting image, I suppose, I'm probably giving right now of my mom or my grandma. Right, potatoes in, being cute. Let's see if I can show. Try to get them as even as possible in there. And then we'll just drench it in our sauce, bay leaves, peppercorns, set it on low until the thermometer says it's time to eat. Now maybe you're wondering where the green beans are. Green beans don't take very long to cook, so I'm gonna put them in last. Like, when we have like an hour left, I'm gonna throw them in. I don't like the liquid level of this right now, so I'm gonna add maybe 1/4 of a cup of water. Peppercorns in. Oh my god, I love bay leaves. I researched recipes before making this video because I want to see how other people make their adobo, and most of them were like, I use 3 bay leaves.
Try to remember them for myself.
I don't use 3 bay leaves. There's already 4 in there.
I'm not who you think I am.
5,
I'm not
6.
I'm not
Let's do that.
pants or skin.
Alright.
See, these things
Chicken,
are all mine.
potatoes, adobo sauce, bay leaves, peppercorn, garlic.
Collection of me.
Low.
A collection that you have to visit and spend time with to really get to know. Not just one look will suffice.
We'll check up on this baby in a few hours.
Same as all of us.
In time, it is for me breakfast time. I don't know what I'm gonna eat.
That's the part
And then I am going to
which you can see.
get my shit together and record a couple of videos while my dude is at work and my kid is at her dad's and there's no one here to interrupt me.
And just
Okay, now that we are back It's been 4.5 hours. I want to check on a chicken.
I've already spent time feeling bad for it. So when I
Alright, well, we're past. Okay. Alright, it is. Okay. You want to get to an internal temperature of 165 for safety reasons. So, that's where we're at. We're in the juicy zone. I think she's ready for green beans. I get the washed and ready to use easy stuff just to take a lot of the work out for myself. Makes my life easier. I'm basically just gonna spread them over top.
I know it's gonna come from this older generation.
And this is the sitaw. Sitaw is like green beans. Sitaw specifically refers to a like long kind of Filipino green bean, but I do not live in the Philippines right now, and these are the green beans we have, so that is what we will use. Alright. We're gonna check back in an hour, and those should be steamed. Okay, it has been an hour since the green beans, and about 5.5 hours total since we fixed this, and I wanna just test the green beans. I wanna just have a test. The taste is really delicious, but they're still kind of crunchy. So this is Bay's. It's pretty. I plated his way better than I plated my own. But I'm hungry as fuck, and I don't care. And he's gonna be eating it traditional style with the fork and the spoon. I'm just gonna be eating it with the fork. I don't have enough dexterity right now for 2 whole utensils. The sitaw, it tastes like my childhood. Like, the soy sauce, the vinegar, the green beans. Like, it tastes like being, like, 4 years old and sitting on the counter in the kitchen and eating sitaw from my mom's hand while she cooks. Like, one thing that I hear a lot about people who are, like, extremely picky, or they have ARFID or whatever, is like, oh, that doesn't exist in third world countries. They just eat what they're handed. And it's like, it does exist. We just have different tastes. Like, soy sauce and vinegar on rice with sitaw, that was a safe food. I didn't even fuck with meat for, like, years of my life. But this was, like, a comfort food for me growing up. Like, I literally feel like a healing spell has been casted upon me. Like, chicken adobo is the ultimate Filipino healing potion. Because I had previously been feeling super duper tired and low energy, and now I think after a little bit of a chill down, I can continue on with my day. But yeah, one of these 2 cups holds an entire ass meal. Each of these contains like half a cup of green beans, or sitaw, 5 little potatoes, and 1 chicken thigh. Throw a little half-cup cube of rice on there. That's a complete meal. Please tell me if you end up making chicken adobo the country bat style. If you do, let me know how it goes. If this is your first time making Filipino food, I would love to hear from you. If you all want me to make more Filipino recipe videos, keep it coming. Alright. Thank you all for coming, and hope to see you again soon. Ingat! Bye.